Welcome everyone to Life Lessons from Movies, presented by my organization, the Zen of Hollywood, and me, your host, David MacKay. In this segment, we extract life lessons from movies and then use simple and practical tips to help us improve our lives and become happier, which I believe we all desire. Okay, today's theme is true commitment to our priorities. And we'll examine this theme through the good film called Snowden, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Shailene Woodley. Please know there are spoilers ahead. Okay, this film is based on the true life story of a man named Eric Snowden who worked for the intelligence agencies of the NSA and CIA of the United States. Snowden was this IT guy who developed this program that allowed these agencies to conduct surveillance on individuals, operatives, foreign governments, presumably to identify potential threats to the US. But he also discovered along the way that these agencies were actually invading the privacy of everyday citizens, thus violating the Constitution of the United States, according to him. In the end, Snowden reported this breach of ethics to these journalists, and they ended up reporting it to the world. Okay, let's talk about today's theme in relation to the film. Today's theme is committing to our priorities, right? We all have priorities that we want to commit to so that we can manifest our dreams, our desires. But sometimes those priorities can conflict with each other, preventing us from achieving success. We actually see this in the film. Snowden had as a top priority to serve his country, to do his job well, and he was really dedicated to it. Remember when he and his girlfriend, Lindsay, were in Japan and he was working these 12-hour days, and it was clear that he was putting his job above her, and she complained about it very loudly, and she was so upset that it led to their breakup temporarily. What I'm saying is that Snowden really loved his girlfriend, Lindsay, and she was a top priority, but the priority above her was his job, and there obviously was a conflict that prevented him from finding true happiness. Now later on, when he got back together with Lindsay, he found that happiness and realized that was what he really wanted, the relationship with her. So that became his top priority. And remember that moment when he was offered another job in Hawaii, and so they were living in the US at the time, and so that required both of them to move. But he told Lindsay, look, hey, if you don't really want to go out to Hawaii and to live there, then tell me, and I will put it aside, I will do something else. He really made her his top priority. In the end, however, we discovered Snowden's true top priority when he made his integrity, his principles, the very top. Why? Because he was willing to report these unethical behaviors, the invasion of privacy by these intelligence agencies of the United States, right? And by doing so, he knew that he would have to flee, to leave his life behind, including his girlfriend, and live in Russia, which is what he did. In the end, Lindsay ended up moving out there to Russia with him, so we have our happily ever after, but you get what I mean. So here's the thing. Obviously, if we're going to find success, we must really commit to our priorities. This is very clear. But if those priorities are in conflict, if they contradict each other in any way, that's going to undermine the whole process. For example, if your top priority in your mind is to achieve your dreams, but on the other hand, another priority is for you to really enjoy life, to relax, and to have a lot of fun, those two may end up conflicting with each other. So again, if we're going to have success, we need to be committed to our priorities and make sure that they don't conflict with each other. So we need to make sure, again, that they align with each other, that we're all going in the same direction with our priorities. So here's how you can do this. Make a list of your top priorities, 3 to 5 of your top priorities that you have. Keep in mind that your top priorities may not be what you think they are. For example, if one of your top priorities is to have a lot of money, to have a nice lifestyle, what you really may want underneath is a sense of security or approval from others from having that lifestyle. In the end, our top priorities are likely going to be linked to these basic emotional needs that we're trying to meet, such as connection, love, control, approval, significance, life purpose, meaning, contribution. So really take a look at what you're really after. Once you have that list of 3 to 5 priorities, put them in the order from most important to the least. And obviously you're going to focus on your top priority first. Then make sure that those top priorities don't conflict with each other, nor conflict with your everyday actions, your everyday goals. Make sure that everything is aligned so that you go in truly the direction of your heart's desires and you achieve success and you find greater happiness. So what did you see as a major life lesson from this film? I would love to hear from you in comments below. And for more movies, tips, and life lessons, please go to my website, thezenofhollywood.com. That's thezenofhollywood.com. And please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.